All right, let's dive right in, shall we? Today, we're exploring the world of gymnastics and exercise across the lifespan.
Sounds exciting.
I think it will be. You know, it's interesting how we often associate gymnastics with kids,
Right.
but you send over pasted text, and it looks like there's a whole lot more to uncover here
Yeah.
about how movement benefits us at any age. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. This deep dive is going to go way beyond those impressive tumbling routines you see on TV.
Okay, good. So pasted text seems to really emphasize the mind-body connection and how exercise, especially gymnastics, can set us up for success, physically and mentally, no matter how old we are. Right?
Exactly.
I'm intrigued.
Me too.
So maybe we can start with the kids. I mean, it's pretty obvious that gymnastics helps kids build strength and flexibility and coordination.
Yeah.
But I'm curious, like, why is it so important to develop those things early on? What are the long-term benefits, beyond just being able to, like, do a cartwheel?
Well, it's kind of like building a house. You need a strong foundation, right? So when kids are developing, their bodies are literally like under construction.
Yeah.
So building those attributes through gymnastics when they're young, it helps them develop proper posture, avoid injuries later in life, and even move more efficiently as they grow. And I thought this was really interesting. Pasted Text actually cited a study
Oh, cool.
that found children who did gymnastics had, get this, a 20% lower risk of bone fractures in their teens compared to those who didn't.
Wow, 20%. That's huge. I would have never thought about that connection.
It's pretty significant.
Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like setting them up for a healthier future physically.
Yes, exactly.
But pasted text also goes into something pretty amazing. It talks about how these activities can actually affect brain development.
Right.
I mean, are we saying those flips and twists are like making kids smarter?
Well, it's not necessarily about specific moves, but more about the overall impact of exercise on cognitive function.
Okay.
It's really undeniable. For example, Pasted Text highlights this study from, I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of it.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, the study found that children who regularly participate in gymnastics showed a 15% improvement in spatial reasoning skills,
Okay.
which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that is
And,
back.
those skills, they're not just for, like, becoming an architect.
Right.
They're crucial for STEM subjects like math. They can even help with things like reading maps,
Oh, interesting.
even packing a suitcase efficiently. Spatial reasoning is everywhere.
So parents listening, maybe gymnastics is the key to raising a little Einstein.
You never know, it could be.
All right, well, let's move on from the little ones and talk about us grown-ups.
Sounds good.
Pasted text, spend some time on heart health. And of course, we all know that exercise is good for us. But I'm wondering if we can get a little more specific. How does regular physical activity actually help combat things like heart disease?
Absolutely. So Pasted Text does a great job of breaking it down. Basically, when we exercise regularly, it strengthens our heart muscle, making it pump more efficiently.
Yeah.
And when your heart is a strong pump, it lowers your blood pressure and reduces the strain on your arteries.
Got it.
And that directly lowers your risk of heart disease.
Makes sense.
And there's this other cool thing. Exercise actually increases the production of HDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol.
Oh, right.
And that helps clear arteries and prevent those plaque buildups that we always hear about.
So it's not just about looking good on the outside.
Right.
It's also about making sure everything's running smoothly on the inside.
Exactly.
I'm all for that. But the source also mentions mood. I know, like always feel better after a good workout. But I'm curious, are there certain types of exercise that are better than others for managing stress?
That's a great question. And the answer is yes. While any exercise can boost your mood, research suggests that moderate intensity activities, things like brisk walking, swimming, or even gymnastics, they seem to be especially effective for stress reduction. It's because they release those feel-good endorphins,
Right.
but they don't push you into that fight or flight zone that can sometimes happen with like really high-intensity workouts.
Interesting. So finding that sweet spot is key.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, for the last part of our deep dive today, let's talk about older adults.
Okay.
I'm starting to think about this more and more these days, but pasted text really emphasizes how exercise can help prevent muscle loss and weakness, which are common concerns as we age, right?
That's a huge issue, and it's something we should all be thinking about. As we get older, we naturally start to lose muscle mass.
Yeah.
Which can really impact our mobility and increase our risk of falls.
Right.
But Pasted Text highlights that regular exercise, especially strength training, can help combat this
Good.
Even simple bodyweight exercises, like squats and planks.
Yeah.
Those can make a world of difference. And, those moves are kind of inspired by gymnastics.
Oh, I see. So even if I can't, do a handstand anymore, doing some of those basic exercises can help me stay strong and independent.
Absolutely. And think about balance. Gymnastics, even if you're doing modified versions, can really improve balance and coordination, which, significantly reduces your risk of falls.
That's so important.
Right. Pasted text really drives home that point, that falls are a major concern for older adults, and it's empowering to know that exercise can make a real difference.
Absolutely. So it sounds like no matter how old we are,
Right.
whether we're 8 or 8, staying active through different forms of exercise, including gymnastics, has benefits that go way beyond just the physical. Right.
You said it. And while we really focused on the physical and mental benefits today,
Right.
pasted text kind of hints at something even deeper. It's the pure joy of movement. Like that feeling of accomplishment you get when you learn a new skill.
I know you mean.
Or the camaraderie you experience in a class. Those things are invaluable.
They really are. You've given us a lot to think about today. So, listeners, no matter your age, I encourage you to explore what gets you moving.
Yeah.
Whether it's gymnastics, a brisk walk, whatever it is, embrace it. Enjoy that lifelong journey of staying active.
Well said.
That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for listening.
Until next time.
See ya.